Hi, it's Mrs. Bales. Today I'm going to read you a book that was a favorite of mine when I was a little girl. It's called Bunny Blue. And if you look at the corner, right about where the tip of the pink bow is, it says this book cost 19 cents. That was a long time ago that books cost 19 cents. So this is Bunny Blue, and it is written by Catherine Stahlmann, and it's illustrated by Ruth Thompson Van Tellingen. And there's the toys. Bunny Blue with a giraffe and a little clown. And it was copyrighted in 1946. Bunny Blue was not a real bunny. He was a toy bunny, and he was very pretty. His coat was silky blue plush. His eyes were shining glass. He wore a beautiful pink satin ribbon around his neck. And it tied in the front in a big, big bow. My, how he loved his beautiful big pink satin bow. Bunny Blue belonged to a little girl named Hope Ann. She had lots of toys, but Bunny Blue was her favorite. When she put the toys away each night in the playroom toy chest, she hugged Bunny Blue a little longer, a little tighter than the others. And there's Bunny getting his hug. One night, after everybody was in bed, Bunny Blue and the other toys jumped out of the toy chest. They began to talk and play, as toys will do when there's no one around. Bunny Blue, you look very different tonight, said a little rubber dog doll. What have you done with your pink bow? My bow? Exclaimed Bunny Blue. Sure enough, when he felt at his neck, no bow was there. Oh, I have lost my bow, my beautiful big pink satin bow, he wailed. Dear me, whatever shall I do? Bunny Blue sat down in the corner and thought. He thought and thought. Hope Ann is very fond of me, he said. She carries me with her everywhere she goes, indoors and outdoors. But it's been raining the last few days, and we haven't gone outside, so my bow must surely be somewhere in the house. It's using some good problem-solving skills there for a bunny. Bunny Blue decided he must search through the house for his lost bow. He looked around the playroom first. All the toys helped him. They looked under the little table and chairs. They looked inside Hope Ann's little red desk. They looked inside the doll buggy and in the doll cradle. But they didn't find the pretty bow. Bunny Blue decided to look downstairs in the kitchen. The other toys were afraid if they went along, they would make too much noise. So Bunny Blue went alone. He looked under the table and the chairs. He looked under the gas stove. He even wriggled his fat blue body behind the refrigerator. But the bow was not there. Bunny Blue went into the dining room next. He looked under the chairs and the table. He looked inside the china cabinet. He even lifted up a corner of the rug. But Bunny Blue's big, beautiful satin bow was not in the dining room. Bunny Blue sighed. He wished he was upstairs playing and talking with the other toys, but he just had to find his bow first. So he kept on looking. He went into the living room. He looked in the fireplace and the bookcase and the magazine rack. He crawled under all the furniture, the tables and the chairs. There he is in the wastebasket. He lifted the slip cover on the Davenport. A Davenport is a really old-fashioned word for a couch. He even knocked over the wastepaper basket by the tall desk, but it was empty. Bunny Blue's beautiful big pink satin bow was not in the living room either. Poor Bunny Blue, he felt like crying, but he knew that crying would not bring back his missing bow. So he stood in the middle of the living room and thought again. Hope Ann took me down to the basement yesterday, he said. Her little dog Blackie played with me. Maybe he tore my bow off. I'd better go down and see. So Bunny Blue went down the stairs to the basement. He heard Blackie growled, and he was frightened at first. Then Blackie saw who it was and said, "Oh, it's Bunny Blue. What do you want?" "I've lost my beautiful big pink satin bow," said Bunny Blue. "Have you seen it, Blackie?" Blackie said, "No." But he and Bunny Blue looked all over the basement to make sure that the bow was not there. They looked under the washing machine and the workbench. They looked behind the stack of old newspapers. They even looked all around the furnace. But Bunny Blue's beautiful big pink satin bow was not down in the basement, and he just couldn't think where else it might be. Anyway, he was very tired, and daylight was beginning to show through the windows. Bunny Blue went back to the playroom. All the toys gathered. And stood around him, anxious to hear what had happened. They were all very sad to learn that he had not found his bow. "Oh, look, it's morning," said a little doll, pointing to the window. "And I think I hear Hope Ann coming." Very quickly, all the toys scrambled back into the toy chest. Tired as he was, Bunny Blue jumped in first. Then he felt his toy friends being lifted off one by one. Hope Ann took him out last of all. "Here you are, Bunny Blue," she said. I was sure I had put you on top last night. Now where is that bow of yours?" Bunny Blue saw Hope Ann put her hand into the toy chest. "Here it is," she exclaimed. "You were lying on the bow." And there it was, his bow, right in her hand. It had been in the toy chest all the while. Bunny Blue felt very foolish, but afterward, Bunny Blue was his usual happy-go-lucky self. For Hope Ann had sewn the beautiful big pink satin bow so firmly in place that he was sure he would never again lose his pretty bow. And that's the end of the story. I hope you enjoyed it today. I hope everyone is well and being patient with each other as we are all staying home to protect ourselves from becoming sick with this virus. See you all soon. Bye-bye.